What's up guys, in this video I have an important thing to share with you, that is how to create a product on Stripe dashboard. So currently you can see the example that I have this checkout page, and here this is showing because I have already created a product and then copied the code from here. You can see that this is the code that I just copied and pasted into a file, and because of that this checkout is showing over here. And this type of code you can copy anywhere else and access the Stripe feature for collecting the amount from your customers. So currently you can see that I have this dashboard and I have already enabled the test mode from here. Once you will be testing the amount, then you will have to enable this testing mode, and once you are done with the testing, then after you can disable this in testing mode and enable the live mode. And let me create the product right now. So currently you can see that we have a menu over here, and on the left hand side we have the products. So you have to click over it, and we have a lot of products here I have already created, but now I am going to create a new product. So click on add product. We need to write here the name of the product. So for example, I am writing here t-shirt, and then we can also add the description. So for example, a red t-shirt, and then after you can also upload the image. So for example, I am clicking over it and I have an image on the download folder, so let me upload that. So once that is uploaded, then you have some additional, so we have to add the password here. For the confirmation purpose, you have to mention the password here, and then after we have some additional options, so you should click over it. You can see that the image has been uploaded, and then we have some additional options. So this additional option means statement descriptor. For example, you will have the product which would be showing over here. So here we need some information related to the products, just like this. So this is the title, and we also needed a small descriptor which will be reflecting our product, but for now we are leaving it as it is. So let's add some price. This is the standard price. Then we have the price here. For example, I have Indian rupees. You can also mention it like that. For example, we have the 300, or maybe you can also add it in the US dollars, like $50. Then after, there is two type of payment here, one time and recurring. So for now I'm interested to do the one time payment because I am not interested to do the subscription because I am selling the clothes. So then after I need to save the product. So on top right corner you can see this button, save product. So you should click over it, and in this way the product would be created on the Stripe dashboard. So now you can see that we have this specific product which we have created just now. So now we are interested to use its code. So what we gonna do here is we have needed this type of checkout. So I'm going to close this one, and I'm interested to copy the code of this. So I have these three dots, and I have the option of get checkout code snippet. So I need to click over it. Then I have to set success URL and cancel URL. But the important thing is that if you have a Stripe account, so you also needed to add the domain name of your website into the dashboard of this specific Stripe. All right, because if that website is linked with this one, then after this Stripe account would work. So let me tell you how. So first of all, I need to copy this code. So I have just copied, and let me go to my desktop. So here is the desktop, and then I am interested to create a new file here. So for example, I have that file, Stripe product.html. Once that is saved, then after I need to open it in the browser, as well as I need to right click and edit it in my editor. So in that way I would able to paste that specific code over here. So I have just pasted the code which I just copied from the Stripe dashboard. Let me save it, and now if I will be refreshing this page, then you will be getting a checkout button. So that means we have generated a checkout button, and if you will be clicking over it, you will be getting the checkout page. So you can see that this is redirected to the checkout page, and here you will be getting all the details of the product which you created. So currently you can see that this is the image which we uploaded, and this is the t-shirt, that is the name, and we have the red t-shirt. This was the description, and then we have some other information. So let me test this one. Then we have to add the name on card. Then we have to add the address. So you can add the address, and then finally you need to click on pay. So once you will be clicking on pay option, then you have some error here that non-INR transaction in India should have shipping billing address outside India. So that means we have actually added the US dollars. So we need to add the Indian rupees for now. So let me click on edit. So down below we have this information. So let's edit this one. So currently this is disabled, so that means this is not useful for now. So we need to create another product here. Alright, so this was the error which is just giving us the lesson that we have to keep it in the currency in which we are living. So we need to click on products again, and then we have to add the product, and we have, for example, again t-shirt. This time I am writing here girls red t-shirt. Then we need to upload the image. So let's upload the same image. Then we have the price here and Indian rupees. So for example, I have added 300 rupees one-time payment, and on the top we have image uploaded successfully, and then finally let's save the product. So once again we have created a new product, and scroll it down and you will be getting this option here. Click on get checkout code snippet. You should copy this code and let me paste it again into this file. So I have deleted this code and pasted the new code, and let me refresh this page once again. So here you can see that we have the same $50. Why? Because this checkout URL is dynamic, so we need to go back and here we need to refresh. Alright, because the JavaScript code has been modified. So let's click on checkout now, and here you can see that now we will have the updated checkout code 300 rupees, and here we need to mention the email ID. Then after we have to add the card number, and now we are interested to add some extra information of the card. This is for the test purpose, that's why I am writing here, and I am writing here the name, then country, and then click on pay now. So here you can see that this is processing, and now finally we end up with the completion of this specific successful payment. Alright, so payment gets succeeded. So now we are going to redirect it to this URL which we given in the code. So currently you can see that this is the success URL. So same URL, we have this one. So the page would be redirected to this page once a customer is successfully doing the payment. Alright, so let me give you few more information which is really important for you. So let's see the transaction. So for example, I am clicking on payments. Here you will be getting all the details of the successful payments. So currently you can see that one t-shirt I have purchased, and if you will be clicking over it, the cost of this is 300 rupees. And then we have everything here which is card details and all. This is the product details. So one important thing was that we got the error that non-INR transactions are not allowed. So that means if you are adding the dollars, so that means you can accept the international payments. But at that moment, you already know that for the international payments, you also needed the address. So over there we got the address also. So the address was not correct because we are living in the India, and if we are using the US dollars and again we are adding the Indian address, so that means this is not going to accept. So what we gonna do here is, if we are trying to accept the international transactions, so at that moment we can add the dollars, and the customer who is living in the foreign, I mean non-Indian, so they can easily do the transaction for our product. All right. So one more thing is that we got the understanding of how the product amount gets succeeded. So status is succeeded. So everything is over here. So this was the thing related to product, and we can also add the subscription. I already mentioned you that earlier while creating the product, if you are clicking over it, then you have two options here, recurring and one time. So recurring means once you are considering recurring, then that means for one time the amount would be deducted, and after each month or each year, whichever time period you will be selecting, so accordingly the amount would be deducted from the customer's account. All right. So you can also create the recurring payment from here. All right. So this is the way to do the stuff. And other thing is like we have earlier yeah, one important thing is that we have to add the website URL. So let me show you where you will have to add. So click on settings, then after we have down below account details, so you should click over it and then scroll it down, and you will be getting this specific business website. So always mention the business website which you are interested to integrate the Stripe. All right. So the same website where you have to add that specific product, so you should mention the same URL over here, and then after you should save it over here. So this was the important information that I had to share with you. So feel free to ask the question if you are thinking that your checkout is not working, or maybe you have any problem in that. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe this channel. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.